Hello everyone, welcome back to the Humble Coder. I am Rahul and in this video we are going to see another Angular topic, that is interpolation in Angular. Okay, so let us first of all see what all are we going to discuss in this video. First of all, we are going to see what is interpolation. Then we are going to see what can be done using interpolation and what cannot be done. And finally, we are going to see an interview question based on this topic. So let's get started and let us see what is interpolation. Interpolation is a feature of Angular allowing us to dynamically display data in our application's views. It's essentially a way to bind data from our component class to our HTML template. Let's see how it works in action. Okay, so interpolation is basically helping us to display dynamic data in our application views. So let us go to our code and let's try to see it. So first of all, if we will go to our app.component.ts, here we can see the title of our project. So title equals to my first project. This is the name that we have given to our project in the previous video, and this title is just a variable we can consider. Okay, now if I have to display this title in my app.component.html, I can display how I can display it. So let us see, I can create a h1 tag and then I can write a basic statement like hello, and then I want to show my title. So here I can use these double curly braces, and this is only help us to do string interpolation. Okay, so which means like we can display our string here. So let's see, if I'll go to front end, you can see hello and my first project is getting displayed. So in the similar way, we can do multiple different things. So let's see one by one what else can we do. We can also create a new variable. Okay, let's try to create. So I'm going to create a new variable as name, and then the name of I'm going to give it a value. So the humble coder. Then I'm going to save this file, and again I'm going to display it over here, name. So when I save it, you can see the value is getting displayed here. Okay, next let's see what else can we do. So we can also perform mathematical operations inside interpolation or these double curly braces. Okay, for example, I have this thing, so I can do 2 plus 2. Okay, so it will show me the value of it, which is 4. Okay, in the similar way I can do multiple different mathematical operations. Let's see what all can we do. So we can do multiplication, subtraction, division. So when I save this, let us see. So you can see it is giving us all the outputs. So in this way we can perform different mathematical operations. Okay, we can also do a comparison here in this template file. So basically this is the template file, we call it as the HTML file. Okay, and this is our class file, we call it as. So if I have to do a comparison, how can I do it? For example, I have the value assigned, the humble coder, to my name variable. Okay, now I want to check if it is true or not. So what I can do is I can write s2, and here I can do a comparison. Okay, in this way. So name is equals to and this one. So when I do this, I will get a true, because this is true, my value of name is this only. If I change it to something else, then it will give me a false. You can see it, right? So in this way we can do comparison also using interpolation. Next is, now we have seen a lot of things what we can do with interpolation. Now let us move on and see what not we can do using interpolation. Okay, so there are a few things which we cannot do. So first amongst them is updating a variable value is not possible. For example, my name has this value. Okay, the humble coder, let me change it to something else. So if I want to assign a value or change a value, that is not possible. Okay, so if I'm writing name equals to Rahul here, and if I save it, it will give me an error. Okay, because assignment is not possible or updating a value is not possible basically. So this is not possible. What is the next thing that is not possible? Checking the type of a value is also not possible. For example, if I check type of name, this is also not possible. Okay, this will also end up in giving an error. So we cannot check the type of variable. Next is increment and decrement operator is also not possible. For example, if I have a count variable which I can declare, I can write count equals to 3. Okay, and then I can save it. Next is, if I want to display count, that will be possible. We have already seen this. Now it will show count on my screen as 3. Now for example, if I want to use the increment operator and I want to do this count plus plus, so that it should increment it. So you can see this is also not possible. So increment and decrement is not possible using interpolation. Okay, let's see one more thing which is not possible. So using a new keyword is also not possible. So sometimes we have to use new keyword with our variables. So that is also not possible using interpolation. So now we have seen a lot of things what all can we do, what not can we do through interpolation. Now let us see the interview question. What is one-way data binding? Okay, so one-way data binding refers to the flow of data from component class to HTML template. When I say component class, it means our app.component.ts, and when I say HTML template, it means our HTML file, that is app.component.html. So we have seen that one-way data binding refers to flow of data from our component class to HTML template. This means that changes made in the component class will reflect in the template, but changes in the template will not affect in the component class. And we have seen this example when I was trying to update the value of name variable, it was not possible. Okay, so when we try to update the value in our template file, it will not get reflected in our class file. So this is only what is called as one-way data binding, that data only flows from one file to another file or in one direction. So interpolation is a form of one-way data binding. When we use interpolation in our template, we are binding data from the component class to template, allowing us to display dynamic content. Okay, so this is what one-way data binding, but you have to remember that in general, if you are being asked this question that what Angular supports, one-way data binding or two-way data binding, then you always have to say two-way data binding, because here we are getting this question just in terms of interpolation. So that is why we are saying interpolation does not support, but Angular in general supports two-way data binding. So in the upcoming videos, we will see how Angular supports two-way data binding. So that's all for this video. If you found the video helpful, please give it a like and share it with your friends. Also, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching the video.